It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and local perspectives of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is being brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association, and it can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on local radio WMOA AM 1490 and ESPN radio WJAW FM 100.9 and AM 630. It's now time for the show. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Johnny Wharf on Energy Insights on a Saturday morning, and we've had some great talks with Gene Huck, so I've asked him to come back and share some other thoughts with us. He's with Artex Oil Company, and glad to be on the radio here this morning with him on Energy Insights. And I want to talk a little bit about, let's play the good old days for now. And you had talked to me one time off air about your dad saying, go find a pipe wrench. And sometimes we regress back to, when we were young and the things we learned maybe from Dad or what we remember about Grandma and those things that stick with us, obviously.
Okay, I think the biggest change in workforce now from when I started, a lot of my peers were from blue-collar families. So their dads were more hands-on, where now the young people that go to college, their parents are professionals, and they just never had the access to the more practical things like wrenches and things like that I had when I was a kid.
Over the air, little radio sitting on the windowsill, right?
Oh yeah, Grandma listened to WMOA 50 years ago.
So as business owners, you and I, to bring in a new generation of workforce, we obviously have to come back and meet in the middle. I don't think the old days of this is the way we do it works anymore, and so you got to step into it, right?
Yeah, it's very different. I tell the young people today, I said, you need to go spend a couple weeks with Regis, that's my dad, and he could train you much quicker than I can on a lot of things, but it would be a different tactic than we have to use today. So I think patience is a big part of where we are, and just not having any preconceived notions of what the young people know or what they don't know, but be prepared to instruct and train them.
Yeah, and then advantages obviously as well in terms of the technology. And you think about the way the business has changed from when you got into it, and now that there are people that we hire that know a heck of a lot more about that part of the business than we ever will.
Yes, all the technology advances through computerization are just unbelievable, and you have to know how to manipulate the computer, the hardware side of it, in order to maximize the benefits of those. And so all that information is available at the touch of a hand now. And also communication ability. When I broke out, there were times when I was working southern West Virginia on a rig and didn't have access to a telephone within an hour of me. And we were so remote that radios and cell phones didn't exist at that time. So we had to make decisions on our own, where now everyone's just a phone call away from a drilling manager or someone up the line who can help them through problems.
All right, and I'll go back to the initial thought, just because I think there's a TV commercial on now about two kids on the phone looking at how to change. They got a YouTube how to change a tire. So
that drives me nuts.
No, it drives you nuts. But if I need a pipe wrench, I might send you out to find it for me. All right.
I'll get it.
All right. Gene Huck is our guest here on Energy Insights. We appreciate his time as always, and we appreciate Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association for bringing this program to you here on the radio.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA and ESPN radio WJAW as Johnny Wharf brings you your local and inside perspectives of the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley.